Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakat.
I'm Yasmin,
I'm Fatu.
and you're listening to
The
The
Silent
Silent Path.
Path.
So, Alhamdulillah, today we're up with another episode, and we
Mm-hmm.
already spoke about to make sure that we're putting the efforts necessary to have the future we deserve. And we also spoke about, are we doing enough though? Because it's very important, as we mentioned, to have the the du'as, because it's very important to make sure you have the necessary efforts to get what you want. So this is going to be talking about keeping the habit. So now we know that we're locked in, we made a plan, and we understand what we have to do. But now the most difficult part is being disciplined and keeping that habit, making sure that no
Mm-hmm.
matter how you're feeling, no matter what's going on, you're still going to do
Mm-hmm.
what you have to do for the
Mm.
sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and for your akhirah.
But what does that even mean? Like keeping the habit. What does that truly mean to all of us?
It's very important to understand that we should not reach for the galaxies, but reach for the stars. And you're probably hearing this expression like, that sounds familiar. But what it essentially means is that you should not burn yourself out. Because when you put too many unattainable expectations or standards, or you will feel burnt out, because then you'll see later after your expectations, because they were too high, you're going to be like, oh, but I didn't reach them, yada, yada, yada. But it doesn't mean that you failed or whatever. It just means that you weren't in a situation or in an environment where these results that you wanted were attainable. And it doesn't mean that they're not going to be attainable in the future. You'll have to keep the habit in order to have those results. But it's very important to understand that it's very much consistency over perfection.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with you. It's like when we say do not burn yourself out, it's like when you really want to like change or when you really want to like grow into becoming like a different person or like not the person you were before, it takes time and effort. But when you go into it too quickly or when you go into it kind of like rushing it, kind of like wanting everything at once, you're going to burn yourself out, you're going to crash down. And this is something that takes time. When you want to like have your iman be higher, or like even if you're like if you want to attain something, or if you want to like be a new person or a better person, it's something that takes time and effort and strategy. It's not something that you can just boom go into and it's like it's gonna like boom right back in your face, like
Boom,
it's something that really takes time. So
boom.
yeah.
Patience is very much very important and necessary. Like, if you're not a
Mm-hmm.
person that's patient, write this down as one of your goals for the end of
Heavy on this,
December,
like
for the end of this
me
year.
too.
Because
Exactly.
without patience, honestly, you're gonna be a very mad and upset, demotivated person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like you want to continue the course. You do not want to give up when you've just started. Like you have to realize that when you're trying to, like what we said, when you're trying to obtain something, like don't give up so easily, even when it's gonna come to you really hard. It's not something that's meant to be easy. When you're trying to start something new, it's of course it's not gonna be easy. It's like, for example, um, let's say when we both tried out for basketball, we were really going through it.
I'm
Really going
telling
through
you,
it. No, really going
they could
through
have
it.
made my grave at that point.
Exactly. Like it was so hard. We didn't know what we were doing. Da, da, da. And then like at least not even I think it took like a week or like 2 weeks. We with our practices, us hanging out and doing like basketball practices on the side, we can finally learn to do layups. We were really on our grind. We caught up because we didn't join basketball the same time everybody else did. But we caught up because we continued. We continued the course. We continued going even when it got difficult. So I feel like it's a great example, and that's something that we should all implement into our minds. That when you really want something, you're really going to go at it and get it, no matter what. And when it gets difficult, you don't give up when it gets difficult, because that just means you just started. That just means that's the beginning of it all. Not everything is meant to be easy. If it was, I
Everybody
don't
will
know.
have it. If
Exactly. Everybody will have it. You want something special. You want something special.
literally,
But yeah.
literally. And I love the fact that she mentioned our basketball practices, because I'm telling you guys, nightmares. I sometimes I sleep, I wake up, and I'm like, basketball, because like,
Girl, you acting like they did so with us over there.
no, I've been telling you because I was talking to a friend about this, about how like, oh my god, like I'm suffering. Like, okay, suffering is okay, but it's the fact that I'm literally like anxiety getting into
That's
basketball
true though.
practice. All of them were telling me, oh, it's normal, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's not. Trust me, this is
No, it's
different.
not.
But
Coughing up blood from my throat. Oh no, it's
literally,
normal, girl.
no,
What?
literally, like I thought. But alhamdulillah, as we mentioned, we
Mm-hmm.
continued, and it reminds me of the saying of like, whenever you feel like it's the end, it's usually always the beginning. It's usually
Mm.
always the breakthrough, and I love that because I feel like when people hit the rock bottom of their life, they think, oh my god, my life's over, yeah, yeah, yeah. But last time I checked, you're still breathing, so your life isn't over actually. So you have time to make the
Mm.
effort, you know? Like in my opinion, every day that you wake up is every day to do something better. Not oh new year, new me, or next month, or tomorrow, or tonight, or today, now,
Mhm.
and that's it. Okay? Speaking of the fact that like every day is a new day, try to set goals for yourself every day. It's very
Mm.
important to have like long-term goals and short-term goals and daily goals. Like let's say if you're struggling with prayer, every day you're going to be like, okay, you know what? Like let's say last week I was able to pray two prayers consistently, alhamdulillah. This week I'll do three, you know?
Mhm.
Have daily goals, make sure. And I feel like it's such an amazing way for me, even for me personally. Like I love making a little notes app list for every day
Mhm.
so that I make sure I get things done, because I'll be honest, like I'm a very big procrastinator. Like it's literally last minute that I be doing things, which is not good, but I'm working on it, guys, with this list. Like let's say
Mhm.
for example you say, oh, I have to pray, or like I have to call the dentist, or just things so that you remember that, okay, I have things to do. I can't be joking
Mhm.
around. Long-term goals could be like, oh, you know what, like at the end of this year I would love to have saved up like $10,000, or like by the end of
Mhm.
this year I would love to have consistently read the Quran every single day, at least 5 pages. It's
Mhm.
very important to keep yourself in touch with yourself and your goals, and keep track and what you have achieved and what you haven't, you know especially. And it
Yeah.
also is very nice for du'as and tahajjud. And it's very important because the thing is, I feel like the reason that people kind of fall off of their habits is because they don't see the results that they're asking for. But most of the time they don't realize that they have these results. Like I
Mm.
can give an example of, like, there were like some videos that I saw of myself, like let's say last year, end of last year, and I said like, oh, I hope I have this and this and that and this. And mind you, like I didn't even make dua, I just said I want this one, this, like just casually mentioned it, like, oh, I hope like next year I'm gonna be like this, like that, right? I'm looking at myself today and I'm like, oh my god, like I literally have this and that and this. Because at the end of the day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a provider. You put in the efforts and make dua, nothing's gonna stop you from having what you want, as long as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses you with it. And Allah knows, subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best.
I agree because from when I look at adding new goals, I look at it from like once you've completed a new goal or once you've completed a goal that you had before, it's like I feel like people think that that's it, or I feel like people think that like okay, like this is the end, I completed it. What's next? What do I do? I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. Like I completed this, but like now I have nothing else to do. Like no, c'est pas comme ça. Like there's a lot of new goals that you can achieve, but there's a lot of things that you can try and look for. Like, I promise you, like, what's something that you feel like you wanted to try for a while that you didn't try, or like, what's something that you know you need that you didn't start yet? This is when you have to add new goals into your life. This is when you have to like, kind of like, I don't know, schedule your life around things that you really need and really want. And it kind of helps you too because it keeps you busy. It keeps you busy. It keeps you feeling like you're actually doing something, like because it's like I know for me personally, like when I'm really not doing nothing and I'm like sitting just on my couch, and I'm like, oh my god, like I just feel like a couch potato, I just feel like a couch potato just sitting there. So I really need to like keep myself busy with like goals, keep myself busy doing something so that I feel comfortable sitting there, I feel comfortable doing something. Yeah, that's all I wanted to add there.
That's the
So
realest thing ever, though. Because, like, even me,
yeah.
bro, like, let's say 2 days ago or yesterday, I was on
Mhm.
my phone for just an hour, just scrolling. I felt
Hmm.
like a failure actually, because
Yeah.
like literally, because it's like what am like it's like wasted potential. Like I could have been
Be on
doing
this.
other things, but instead I'm here. I feel nah. It makes me so upset.
Exactly. Or when I wake up too like late in the day, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I could have used this time to like do something else. Like no,
Yeah, it's yeah, but it's
no.
good that we recognize that, and it's not bad to.
Yeah,
By the way, it's not bad to take breaks. Like when we
this
say
is
breaks, like I feel like it's also very toxic when you're always like, oh, every day I gotta hustle, 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 but like every moment of the day. Relaxing is not a bad thing. It's not illegal, and
Mm-hmm.
it's very much needed. Like for example, the gym. Like everybody knows, like if you're a gym girly, whatever, you know that resting between sets, 1 to 2 minutes, actually helps your muscle grow bigger. And
Mm-hmm.
rest days are very important. And like honestly, it's less is more in this situation. Like even for
Yeah.
glutes, like let's say glutes day, like people be having like 3 4 times a week. Two is enough, you know. But it's about going into failure. So yeah, it's basically that principle, just in a different format.
Okay. No, heavy on this.
Ovulating.
So like,
Oh.
but why though? Why should we like keep the habit? Why should we keep going? You know what? Yeah, just why?
Because the thing is, like, once you stop, it's like you will fall back into the sin. Like, it's very, very, very much gonna happen. And, like, yeah,
Mm.
like, you might say, but, like, no, or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, when you're doing nothing, you're low key gonna sin. Like, it's very important to keep that in mind, though. Because, like, Shaitan works 24 hours. He don't take no sleep breaks. He don't take no smoke breaks. He don't take no lunch breaks. He there every moment of the day.
Girl.
So he there every day. Like he there to literally cause you to sin. So that's why it's very important to keep your day productive with good habits. Reading
Mm-hmm.
Quran, being nice to people. Actually, that's so underrated. I feel like one of the best ways to make you feel good and like want to do better things is just being nice to people, smiling
Mm-hmm.
at them, making their day better. Asking, like, let's say if you work, you can ask your clients, like, oh, is it like make small conversations. It's the littlest things that really do a lot. You know what I mean?
It's like no,
Trust me.
really.
Like,
Yeah.
is very important, and that's why it's very important to like make sure that you have good habits, because if you don't, it will be replaced by bad habits, and that's something we don't want. I kept mentioning good habits, bad habits, and you're like, okay, but what type of habits are you even talking about? Like, what do you're just saying a bunch of words. The thing is, like, when I say good habits, the best way is to keep the remembrance of Allah with you at all times. The best way,
Mm.
because the thing is, like, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with us, watching us every moment of the day. You, like, every single second he's there. So you need to remember the fact that he's always there. You can't be like, as I mentioned, like, Allah doesn't take any breaks either. Like, he's there watching you. So the best way to remember that is drowning in dhikr. Dhikr is so beautiful, and it keeps the tongue moist as well. Mind you, prayer is so important. Once you have, like, in my opinion, from sister to sister, sister to brother, fix your relationship with prayer. Once you strengthen your relationship with prayer, I'm telling you, the dunya will kneel at your feet. Whoa. The dunya will kneel at your feet. Prayer is so beautiful. Like, it's literally minimum 5 breaks a day to get away from all of this chaos and distractions and hassles.
Mm.
Strengthen your relationship with prayer, and make sure that you pray your sunnahs as well. Like, pray
Yeah.
your sunnahs. The bond that you will have with prayer will strengthen, and your bond with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will strengthen, making you less inclined to do sins, which is very important. Shaitan will
Mm-hmm.
honestly look at you and be like, you know what? I can't mess with her. No, 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 no. She got
Mm-hmm.
something with Allah subhanahu
Because
wa
there's no
ta'ala.
time to mess with her.
Literally,
Exactly.
like,
There's no moment.
literally, like, he's trying to whisper things in your ear. You out here hustling. You're a hustler. You're a
Mm,
grinder.
exactly.
Literally, you like that. So have that
Mm-hmm.
mentality that you too busy to be sinning. Actually, make it a wallpaper. I'm too busy to be sinning. Write it down. Do something
Stomp on
like
your shaitan. Stomp on your shaitan.
have you on this.
Like, because like it's like just backpacking off of what she said. It's like when you're alone, like shaitan is with you as well. So it's like when you're really not doing anything, he will try and like put things, bad things in your mind to make you do something bad or make you do something sinful. So it's like when you're constantly being reminded of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in dhikr, in prayer, when you're constantly trying to basically get through your day with the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will not have the time to even touch, like, to even come near you, to even like whisper in your ear. Like the whispers of shaitan is strong, but your belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is stronger. You know, your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is stronger. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most powerful. So when you remember him, he will remember you, he will protect you, and the whispers of shaitan will not get to you, you know, will not even like no,
Wait,
not even touch your ear, you know? So it's like, yeah, always remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, always drown in dhikr and in prayer so that shaitan can't even come near you. And it's like we say that that's like an example because the whole thing of why is like, yeah, but Yasmin already stated like the moment you stop is the moment you fall back into sin. So it also kind of ties into what we said before. It's like, oh yeah, do not give up when you've just started,
never
you
give up.
know. So like
Yeah.
one day I know like you can take breaks, that's fine, but the moment you're like, oh, like, you know, let me just stop doing this one thing, you know, like I'm getting kind of tired, it's getting boring, da, 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 but you know, I'll continue doing my other goals, but let me just stop this one goal, you know, and it's an important thing, it's an important thing that you should be doing, but you stop it, and then the next day you're probably going to stop something else, and then the next day you're going to stop something else, and then soon you're going back into what you was trying to run away from before. So it's like just try and continue, and when you're getting kind of like tired and when your body is like having some fatigue, take the breaks that we're allowing you to take, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you to take. You know, prayer is a break in itself, you know. Take those breaks for your mind to become at ease. And like we said, don't run into it, don't rush into it. It's something that takes ease and patience. So I feel like I feel like this whole thing is just about knowing that no, this whole thing is about learning patience too. Like, you know, having sabr, you know, because it takes patience and time to get to where you want to get, you know. So yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
That's so true though. Like I'm telling you guys, if we're mentioning things that we say like, oh, this is beneficial and you don't have it, if you haven't written
Hmm.
them down so that you can actually start getting these things, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're not a patient person, okay, you're gonna write down, okay, I'm gonna start being more patient. Inshallah, Ameen. If you say like,
Hmm.
oh, you know, like I'm not reading Quran that much, writing it down. I don't really know Allah subhanahu wa
Hmm.
ta'ala that much. I want to learn more about him. Writing this down.
Write it
Very
down.
important. And I feel like writing it down makes you visualize it more and like helps you like see like, okay, you
Hmm.
know what? It's like your mind and reality connecting together.
Mm. Yeah. And like it wasn't meant to be easy. You know, that you should know like with hardship comes ease, and surely with that hardship comes more ease. So yeah. So of course Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring hardships into your life when you're trying to get better. But it's only just a test, just to test you to see how strong you really want it, how strong you really want to get to that point or that goal, how strong you really want to accomplish it. So it's like, of course, these hardships will come. Of course, there will be times where like things will be kind of turning left, but it's you have control of the steering wheel. You have control of the road you want to take and the path you want to take. So make sure you're taking the right one. Make sure you're allowing yourself to look at things from a positive perspective. Say Alhamdulillah when things are curving your way, when things are coming at you with full force. You have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is your protector. He is the one to guide you. So go to him, run to him, run that course. Listen, keep the habit going. Understand that. Understand that. No,
What? I'm supporting you.
understand that. Like it's really no, it's so important. It's so important to have that patience, have that sabr and tawakkul in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Without tawakkul, you will
Nothing.
you
What?
know,
What? You're gonna be miserable. Like,
exactement. Yeah. So guys, please, please.
you know, like you reminded me of like a specific ayah, and like, oh my god, it reminded me exactly of this. It's like it's Surah Al Ankabut, And verses 2 to 3, do the people think that they will be left alone on saying, we believe and they will not be tested? The verse 3 is like, we did test those before them, and Allah will certainly know those who are true from those who are false.
Exactly. Oh my God, you know what that's telling us that like if you really have true trust in us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and belief in him, you will pass those tests. But if you don't have trust in him and you think, oh, why me? Why did this have to happen? Why did he put this hardship? But
Mhm.
bien sûr, like it will kind of come crashing down on you and it won't get better for you. So yeah.
Yeah. And it reminds me of like also like it comes, I feel like it also like plays a part when we talk about hypocrisy. Cause like
Mm,
people really sit here, bro, I'm telling you, like people really sit here and tell you things, but they're lying. They're liars. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. But they really be lying, bro. Straight to your face. They will look you dead in your eye, smiling everything, eyes glistening, and tell you something that's the word, that's the fakest, most untrue sentence to ever exist, and they think that they won't be tested in the, like they won't be tested, they won't be judged upon it in day of judgment, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not
mm,
gonna hold them accountable for that. But yeah, like it really reminded me of the specific these two ayahs, and I found that beautiful because it hits hard, like if you really think about it, like it really
it
hits
does.
hard. So, and she's right about the fact that like when hardship comes ease. But yeah, like I feel like it's truly the moment in your life where you hit rock bottom, where like it really opens a new chapter in your life, and it's really the breakthrough. So that's what I think about. And it's even mentioned in the Quran, with hardship comes ease, twice. But yes, guys, like if you're ever at your lowest, don't forget that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with you and He hears your efforts and your cries. You're not alone. Okay? Don't ever feel like you're alone because you have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by your side.
Exactly.
If you feel that way, read Surah Duha. We have a whole episode about it too. We broke down what it means and the history upon it, and it's very, very beautiful because it came to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at his hardest. Read Surah Duha, and put in, and don't forget that like just because you feel a certain way, the world don't stop. Discipline must continue.
Okay. Just keep going. Just do it. Hashtag Nike.
Yes.
Um and
But yeah, literally, bro, you're a warrior, you're a survivor, you're a
yeah.
soldier. Like
Like
don't you really the
all
one.
right. Like just out
I
here
don't know what's wrong with you.
just getting some Pinterest quotes out there, just throwing them in there. But yeah, just keep going and do it.
Pinterest quotes.
Huh?
Just keep swimming.
Just keep
Just keep
swimming.
swimming. Yeah, but like
Listen,
literally, guys, like you really like if I'm telling you, if you have gone through so much and you're still standing here trying your best, you should be so proud of yourself for that. Like I'm telling you, you should give yourself a pat on the back. Literally. Like you should be so proud of yourself for that because like at the end of the day, you have free will and you chose to do with your free will good. So keep it up. You're amazing. You're loved. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching you and loves you.
I mean, and also it's like from my own personal experience. Ben wesh, c'est pas fini là. J'ai des choses à dire, ok? Mais merci beaucoup. En plus,
Il faut commencer, mon gars.
mais
Like,
c'est vrai que je vais parler en français, guys. Ok. Moi, qu'est-ce que j'ai fait pour améliorer, mon passage? Tu sais, c'est comme, vous doit,
moi, je
vous
suis
doit
d'accord.
vraiment, vraiment, vraiment faire ton chose correctement. Même s'il y a des personnes qui vont dire que tu peux pas le faire.
Tu peux pas le faire. On s'en fout, bro, ce que les personnes disent.
Ok. Même s'il y a des personnes qui disent tu peux pas le faire, just fais-le, fais-le. Like, just fais-le, Just fais-le, bro. Okay, no, it's... Alright, now stop. But like, exactement. Like, c'est vraiment ton passage, c'est vraiment ton relation avec les dieux. Donc, en plus, va à la mosquée aussi. Comme, si tu as besoin de conseillers, si tu as besoin de... Non, vraiment, c'est vraiment c'est cute. Parce que si tu veux... C'est vrai, exactement comme... Tu as besoin de communautaires, tu as besoin des amis ou des personnes qui vont te vraiment aider, va à la mosquée. Parce que c'est comme... Ça va te vraiment aider à les choses que tu veux. Ça va te vraiment aider améliorer ton esprit, ton passage et tout ça. Donc, va à la mosquée aussi. C'est ton chemin, tu sais, c'est ton relation avec le Dieu. Donc, si tu as des amis qui vraiment comme a un mal mindset, c'est comme il veut juste jouer dans sa vie, il veut juste faire les choses ghetto là, ça va pas t'aider. Ça va pas t'aider vraiment parce que tu as besoin des entourages qui va te vraiment comme qui va te conseiller, qui va te vraiment donner des choses que tu veux, vraiment comme vous ensemble, vous voulez changer, comme vous voulez changer et vraiment prendre ton temps à faire des choses que vous voudrez, tu sais. Like, from my personal experience, just keeping up the habit really helped me a lot because it really showed me that I am allowed to do these things, I am allowed to change, so why don't I just change, you know? I can't just be sitting here like, oh, I want to do this, oh, I want to do that, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, you know? I want to do it. So yeah. What I was trying to say in French was that like going to the masjid, like very much, it could really help you because it's like you're around good people. Being around good people can really help you, and being around bad people is like you're gonna change. Even when you think like you're not, they're not gonna influence you. They will. They really will. So always have good people around you. Always have people that will want to influence you to get better. Have people that actually want to have those same goals as well, because it really can help you. And like me and Yasmin, I feel like we are best examples of this, because us being with each other, we got this podcast. We're doing this for people, and it's like we're doing it so we can find more people to come on here. Like, if you guys, we are a community. We are also tous ensemble. Like we are all together. So inshallah, I hope that you guys really benefited from this. And yeah,
Thank you so much for listening to The
the
Silent
silent
Path.
path.
فاليوم لا تظلم نفس شيئا ولا تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون إن أصحاب الجنة اليوم في شغل فاكهون